हो गया? ये ऐसा क्यों दिख रहा है? अच्छा ठीक. Yeah, good afternoon all of you. Online students. Yeah, today we had the offline class also. वो कल भी रहेगा. As usual, the offline class will go on. It's just that I was scared about the heat waves, the scary news I'm seeing. So all the offline students, you can choose to attend online. I'll be here every day like I'll be here. Okay, because it's very hot and this 12 to 3 o'clock is the peak temperature times. So I do not want you to suffer. कोई बात नहीं. पहले बता तो आ जाते. कल आ जाना. कौन सा मेरा आज आखिरी दिन है दुनिया में, बताओ. Okay, कल आ जाना. Not a problem. That was a miss in the communication. Okay, so don't worry. ठीक है, आपके लिए seat reserved है. On the all the offline guys who are online, you are welcome to come. I have no problems. It's just that it's very hot. People do have heat strokes. So I was trying to accommodate that. And maybe 1 week, 10 days we'll do this. Okay, उसके बाद the offline will continue offline the way you are continuing, no problem. But I can see most of you have joined online. ठीक है, yes, yes. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Okay, so I think most of you are the new students, right? Okay. Yeah, the older ones have absconded. Okay, they are online. Okay, we have one familiar face. Chalo, we start. So our commitment was start sometime around 15th, 16th of this month. We got late by 3-4 days. Okay, I took a short break. Adjust the camera angle. Aditya, camera angle क्या change करूँ बताओ? I तो think I look very handsome already, but you have your doubts. बताओ क्या change करूँ? ठीक है? Yeah, agree with that? Aman? Kuldeep? Okay. So all the boys are telling I'm handsome. Girls are keeping quiet. That's such a sad thing then. अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है. Don't be under pressure. कोई बात नहीं. Yeah, I think now it's fine. अच्छा ठीक. चलो. So welcome all of you. The older students, we have finished off the last topic, agriculture. Now we start the new cycle, and we'll start with geomorphology. Okay, so some of you know this, that geography can be started from different units, and it varies according to how the lectures are planned, how the course is designed. So in Edukemy, when I am teaching, your entry points can be geomorphology, it can be climatology, it can also be oceanography. I don't start with environment because that's some link there. You can also start with geographical thought. You can start with population, settlements. Generally, I don't start with paper 2 either. Paper 2 is linked with paper 1. So these are some entry points. Okay, so for your case, the entry point is geomorphology, most of you. And older ones who have started earlier with me, with geomorphology, your course will get over by that means. अच्छा ठीक है, okay. Volume online. Am I audible to all of you clearly, or you have problems in the audio? Audible? Audible, yes. So low volume is a local issue in that case. I'm loud and clear, audible. So Kuldeep, आपका local problem होगा शायद. आप देख लो एक बार. चलो, we start off. Geomorphology. Now, geomorphology is part of paper 1. It's part of paper 1. It's a very, very important unit. You can be asked 2 to 3 questions every year in the mains paper 1 में, and it's also important for GS, but GS में there are not many questions, and this is a very interesting observation. Geomorphology is one of the longest units. It takes approximately 20 days to 25 days of clear teaching. Sundays हटा दो आप. This is the longest unit of geography, but even in GS it takes a lot of time because the processes, landforms, understanding, linking is with earthquakes and volcanoes. But GS में इससे ज़्यादा questions नहीं पूछे जाते हैं. Okay, and somehow one of the major fear of geography is that there are a lot of landforms to remember. But irony is नहीं पूछता है ज़्यादा landform. Okay, and if they ask landform, they largely ask around 1 or 2 landforms, and which can be done from NCERTs. Okay, so important topic है. So one insight for you is do not waste time on studying landforms extensively. Okay, focus on NCERT class 11th. Okay, landforms जो NCERT 11 की बुक में जो landforms हैं, okay, उतना काफी है. There is one chapter on landforms and earth processes, उतना काफी है. So don't do this mistake. We spend a lot of time on this, but इससे questions बहुत कम हैं. And the questions are either very simple type, आराम से कर दोगे, या फिर बहुत difficult type नहीं कर पाओगे. So it doesn't make sense to study too many landforms. तो एक range है, 20-30 landforms हैं, many of which you will know while I'm teaching, and that's about it. ठीक है? So that's your insight, paper 1 में. Now the books that you need for reference, I want all of you to note these things down, okay? So that it's recorded as a part of your first page. The books you need, the main book is Geomorphology by Savindra Singh. Any edition will do. Okay, एक आध font change कर देते हैं, otherwise the book content has not changed. Yes, the same book, yes. So I have an older one. Okay, it reads as Geomorphology. ये cover page change होता रहता है, otherwise the same book. And I think some of you have told you, do not buy a comprehensive book called as Physical Geography by Savindra Singh. इसको आप नहीं खरीदना. This book has 1/3 part of it as geomorphology, another 1/3 is climatology, another 1/3 is oceanography, but जरूरत नहीं है. You buy the specialized books. The Geomorphology by Savindra Singh, ये किताब है. And I'll tell you the select pages from NCERT class 11 की book जो है, fundamentals on the principles of geography. A class 11 book, this you must have. And preferably if you get the older edition, जो एकदम नया वाला है उसमें, okay, some things are missing. Okay, so you have a very old edition. This goes back to 1990s and 80s. इसको छोड़ दो आप. But editions of last 5-6 years. और एक recent है जो अब निकल रहा है, इसको आप छोड़ दो. You can take this one. I'll ask the class coordinator to share the PDF of this book here. So this is an important book, खासकर for your prelims and for the mains GS वाला. ठीक है? ये तो references होंगे. And your work will be focus on the class notes and focus on the suggested readings. हम जब आपको कुछ reading करने देंगे या some books I'll mention, okay, that you'll read as and when I tell you. One caution here, this book is not to be read on your own. I'll guide you on this, which page, I'll guide you on which chapter, which diagram. So do not read this book on your own. पढ़ लिया तो पढ़ लिया, ठीक है. Okay, it's never waste. But please the suggested readings have to be guided. Okay, and I'll do this, twice or thrice in a week, not every day. Okay, so the unit's name, what we're starting with, the reference books. Let's have some idea about the syllabus. The syllabus क्या है? By the way, all the new students, you must have the booklet of the previous year's questions. Please check your Telegram group, check your dashboard. We'll give you a PDF. Okay, I have my copy here, and I want this to be in your bag or books or whatever every day. And my suggestion: take some printouts of the syllabus and the question paper, or alag-alag books mein chipka do. Say I have my booklet of Geomorphology. So on this booklet, on the first 2-3 pages, paste the syllabus and the PYQs. I have another booklet for आपके notes जो होंगे for climatology. The first page, stick the syllabus and the PYQs of climatology. Okay, and as frequently as possible. Okay, keep referring syllabus and the PYQs. ठीक है? So syllabus देख लेते हैं एक बार. The syllabus of Geomorphology has 3 parts. Keep writing as I speak. एक आदत डालना पड़ेगा आपको. I don't want anybody sitting in the class and looking at me. I get nervous वैसे भी. ठीक है? So your head is down, writing incessantly. Whatever I say should be in your notes. That's all. Okay. Old student of mine, Priyanka. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, you have good memories. Thanks, Priyanka. Okay, let's get on. So syllabus का 3 part है. One is called as the tectonic geomorphology. The second is called as structural geomorphology. And third is applied geomorphology. Applied geomorphology. When I talk about tectonic geomorphology, okay, this word tectonic, इसका root word same है. Tectonic, technology, technique. Okay, so this word means building. Building anything. Okay, the technology is about building some things. A technique is about the method of building something. Okay, a technocrat, somebody who makes something. Okay, so technology, okay, and tectonic. What essentially they talk about is, they talk about the forces and the processes that create the Earth's surface and its landforms and features. The forces. What does tectonic geomorphology study? It studies the forces, it studies the processes that create the Earth's surface. Earth का surface जो है कहीं पर ocean का rocks हैं, कहीं पर continents के rocks हैं, कहीं पर high mountains हैं, कहीं पर valleys हैं. Sometimes we have rifting and faulting. Okay, so the forces and the processes that create the Earth's surface and its landforms and features. Okay, volcanism का process और force क्या है? Earthquake का process and force क्या है? Mountain building का process and forces क्या है? Okay, so tectonic is about this, and remember that जो भी force and processes हैं, there are many of them, but the main forces are within the Earth, within the Earth's interiors. So tectonic geomorphology में we study a lot of things about Earth's interiors. अंदर से कहाँ से लावा आ रहा है, कहाँ से magma is coming out, how interiors is moving. So it's more about the forces within the Earth's surface. Okay, forces within the Earth's interiors. That's tectonic geomorphology. And then we have structural geomorphology. The structural thing, it focuses on landforms and slopes. Of course, यहाँ भी हम processes पढ़ते हैं. Okay, but यहाँ पर the focus is on landforms. A mountain is the landform, study that. Valley is the landform, study that. Slopes, a steep slope, study that. Gentle slope, study that. Flat plains, let's have some note on that. The structural geomorphology is more about landforms, about the slopes, less about the processes. इसमें भी process है. And in structural thing, you have got two types of processes. You have got internal processes and you also have external processes. Like rivers is external, winds are external, waves are external. ठीक है? So structural में focus landforms में होता है. Okay, tectonic में focus process में होता है. Process and the forces involved in creating the landforms. And applied, as the word tells you, it's about how it impacts man, how it benefits man, okay, how I can use it for some planning, how it impacts understanding of disasters. So it's about planning, development, understanding resources, understanding vulnerability of some place because of the processes. So your syllabus has three parts: tectonic, geomorphology, structural and applied, and the bulk of the questions are on tectonic and on applied. Structural में पूछते हैं, but एक set range है. Okay, they don't mess around too much on structural. Okay, once in a while they also ask landforms, but the more conceptual discussions and questions are here and applied. And I can see in recent years the applied dimensions have increased more. Repeat what I wrote in tectonic, Shubham. Okay, I wrote tectonic geomorphology is about the force, about the forces and the processes, about the forces and the processes that creates the Earth's surface. The forces and the processes that creates the Earth's surface and its landforms and features. That creates the Earth's surface, its landforms and its features. Okay, tectonic forces, they focus more on what's happening in the Earth's interiors. They focus more on what's happening inside the mantle, the crust. Okay, what are the mechanisms by which the interiors are dynamic and so on. Applied parts include, I said, okay, about man. What does man do? How does man benefit? Okay, how we use geomorphology in construction, how we use geomorphology in disaster management, geomorphology in mineral exploration, geomorphology as a part of building material. So जो भी human aspects हैं, how does man benefit? How can we use the knowledge for planning, for disaster management? Okay, that's part of applied geomorphology. ये सब चीज dictate करना नहीं है, just know the facts. Nobody will ask you a note or an essay on applied, ऐसे नहीं पूछेगा. कर लो, वहीं से कर लो. कैसे करोगे? ठीक है? Yeah, Shubham. Landform, slopes, and also about some processes. But the focus is not so much on the process. The focus is more on the shape and the angles of the slopes. Okay. Tectonic में the focus is more on the interiors. यही फर्क है में. कौन सा वाला? इसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं. ये वाला नहीं. पीपीटी में कर दिया. ठीक. थैंक यू. ठीक. थैंक यू. ओके. नॉट नाउ इकबाल, नॉट नाउ. अभी आप क्लास में बस क्लास नोट से फोकस करते हुए पढ़ा रहा हूं, और सविंदर सिंह कब पढ़ना है मैं बता दूंगा आपको. सो अभी आप साइड रख दो. सविंदर सिंह नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. You focus on the class, whatever I'm teaching, the notes. I'll let you know when you'll take up Iqbal. ठीक है, I move on. I explain syllabus to you. Now, आप syllabus देखो and please write down what are the topics and subtopics of syllabus. I want आप इसको लिखोगे, write down in your notes proper. Write down. We have number and write one below another. The first is origin and evolution of Earth's crust. Origin and evolution of Earth's crust. This is subtopic 1. Then we have physical conditions of the Earth's interiors. Number 2, physical conditions of the Earth's interiors. Number 3, continental drift. Number 4, plate tectonics and endogenetic and exogenetic forces. Plate tectonics and endogenetic and exogenetic forces. Number 5, recent views on mountain building. Recent views on mountain building. Number 6 is channel morphology. Channel morphology. Then we have fundamentals of geomagnetism. Fundamentals of geomagnetism. Then we have factors controlling landforms development. Factors controlling landforms development. Then we have earthquakes and tsunamis. Earthquakes and tsunamis. Next is slope development. Slope development. Next, concepts of geomorphic cycles. Concepts of geomorphic cycles. And landscape development. Concepts of geomorphic cycles and landscape development. The next is isostasy. I-S-O-S-T-A-S-Y. Isostasy. The next is erosion surface. The next is erosion surface. The next, geosynclines. G-E-O-S-Y-N. Geosynclines. The next is denudation chronology. Denudation chronology. Then volcanicity. Then we have volcanicity. Next, applied geomorphology. Applied, इसके साथ होगा applied geomorphology, put a colon, put a 2 dots, put a colon. इसमें है geohydrology और इसमें है economic geology and environment. Applied geomorphology में we have geohydrology is number 1. Number 2 is economic geology and environment. So we make a mistake of इसको अलग अलग कर देते हैं कि applied geomorphology में एक है geohydrology, second है economic geology, third environment है. Okay, ऐसा नहीं, it is economic geology and environment together. What are the environmental aspects of economic geology? pollution because of mining, okay, or slope modifications, earthquakes because of constructions, minings. So ये दोनों साथ रखना, economic geology and environment. ठीक है, so the applied part has lot of current affairs, okay, in terms of how the slopes become vulnerable, why we have floods, okay, what can we do for coastal erosion linked to climate change. ठीक है, those topics are here. All clear? So अगर syllabus देखोगे ना, okay, the bulk of the initial topics, this, okay, इसको छोड़ दो, ये वाला छोड़ दो, this, up till here, earthquakes and tsunamis tak. This is tectonic geomorphology. In the syllabus, ये जो पहला पार्ट है, पहला पार्ट excluding channel morphology. This is tectonic geomorphology. Okay. Then this is the structural one. Slope development, geomorphic cycles, landscape development. Isostasy also is tectonic. Like अलग लिखा है, but isostasy is part of tectonic geomorphology. Okay. The rest are all linked to structural, landforms के बारे में, erosion surface, geosynclines, और ये वाला जो है volcanicity. This also is tectonic, volcanoes. ठीक है, just have some idea. ऐसे पूछेगा नहीं, but have a appreciation of your syllabus, क्या topics हैं, क्या सब topics हैं. All good? So what we will study, what are the reference books, and some idea about syllabus. As I teach, I'll tell the questions also asked. So moving on now, take a fresh page. Introduction to geomorphology. So some of you have started with the initiation classes. Okay, generally when I start my course, we have 10, 15 days, 20 days of sessions where we initiate some discussions with you. Some idea about what are minerals, some idea about what are the landforms. Okay, so जिसने वो नहीं किया है, you manage with me. Others, I have covered some of this with you through Ajay Sir's classes. Okay, so a quick introduction. So in our solar system, you keep writing as I speak. I will not dictate everything. In our solar system, we have two types of planets. We have what's called as terrestrial planets, and we have Jovian planets. Jovian का मतलब होता है like Jupiter. Okay, like Jupiter. And terrestrial means like Earth. Like Earth क्या होता है? Most of these are rocky planets. Most of these are dense planets. These are also relatively closer to the sun. Whereas Jovian planets are largely gaseous planets. They are very, very large. They have very low density. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, they belong to Jovian planets. And the rest, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, these are the terrestrial ones. Okay? So, of course, Earth is what we're focusing on. Just an idea. These planets are rocky, they have rocks. They have rocks, they are more denser. And for your information, Earth is the densest planet. Earth is the densest planet. डेंसिटी अप्रोक्सीमेटली 5.5 इसका डेंसिटी है. Earth is the densest planet, okay, with a density of 5.5. Specific density में we don't have units. It is in comparison to water. If water is 1, then Earth is 5 times denser than water. Okay, Shubham, ये basic physics है. Relative density or specific density and density. So there's no unit in this. It only means how much times denser it is in comparison to water. Water को 1 मानते हैं. Earth is 5 times denser than water. If something has a density of 3, which means it is 3 times denser than water. Okay? Just remember this much. So this is about the Earth's position in the solar system. Now, if you talk in terms of Earth's composition, Earth's composition क्या है? Okay. So we have one is the composition for Earth as a whole. If I take the whole planet, then what does Earth have more? What does Earth have less? And second is Earth's outer layers and its crust. Earth's outer layers and its crust. Earth as a whole, what all it has, and Earth in the outer layers, what it has. Ideally, we are more concerned about this. Aditya, mat karo. It's not. 5.5 means 5.5. Don't add gram or cm or kg to this. Keep it 5.5. Okay. So Earth's outer layers, this is more of our concern, where we live, what activities we have, but we have a comparison here. So if you look at Earth as a whole, okay, iron is the most abundant of all elements. So I'll talk in terms of elements and also talk in terms of minerals. If you look at Earth as a whole, iron सबसे ज्यादा है. और सबसे ज्यादा कहां पर है? Much of this is inside the core. Much of iron is inside the core. Okay. And much of Earth's interiors is heavy metals. If you look at the whole, it has more of heavy metals. It has magnesium, it has nickel. Okay. Earth also has lot of oxygen. Earth also has lot of silicon. So I have data on this. आपको हम data दे देते हैं. That will be better. So talk in terms of percentage ratios. Okay. Earth as a whole elements ratio लिख लो आप. Iron approximately 32%. Oxygen about 30%, silicon about 15%. Okay, silicon is everywhere. Everywhere. Oxygen is found more in the mantle as compounds. Iron mostly in the core, I said. Silicon. Then we have magnesium about 4%. Again in the mantle, we don't have on the surface not much of magnesium. Okay, and we have sulfur. We have sulfur. We have nickel. Nickel about 2%. Sulfur about 3%. The largest is iron. Okay, almost 1/3. Iron oxygen मिला लो, you have almost 60% of the Earth's interiors in relative abundance. Okay. If you look at minerals, inside the Earth, you know about core. The core of the Earth has more of iron and nickel alloys. The core of the Earth has more of iron and nickel alloys, compounds mixed together, okay, with some ratios में they have alloys. Then in the lower mantle, in the deeper mantle, lower mantle, we have a special type of silicates. Silicates called as perovskite. Lower mantle is okay somewhere around beyond 900 kilometers from the surface. Lower and middle, okay, and middle बोल सकते हो. It has more of silicates, okay, and silicates group called as perovskite, Perovskite, perovskite. And in the upper mantle, we have more of what's called as olivine, and we have more of pyroxene. अब बस ये याद रखो, that's all. No logic here. Just know these facts. The whole of the earth in terms of elements, the whole of the earth in terms of minerals. Again, the core has iron and nickel alloys. The middle and the lower mantle has one type of silicates called as perovskites, and the upper mantle has one more type of silicates. ये भी एक silicate ही है. ये भी एक type का silicate means a compound which has silicon and oxygen. This also has a variant of silicates. तो silicates एक group of minerals है. ये भी silicate है और ये भी silicate है. ये silicate called as perovskite है. This is called as olivine and pyroxene. 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 All done? Okay. Prelims में एक पूछा गया था, which of the above, okay, makes up the bulk of the surface. Okay, so some idea there. So the mistake we can do is we ignore oxygen. Okay, iron is definitely much, but bulk of iron जो है वो core में होता है. Okay, if I look at the outer layers, the crustal part, again, what are the elements? Okay, and what are the minerals? Elements में the dominant one is oxygen, okay, silicon, aluminium, iron, okay, calcium. These are the dominant elements. Oxygen is maximum, oxygen. Then we have silicon, aluminium, iron, we have calcium, okay. Then we have sodium थोड़ा सा है, थोड़ा सा potassium है, okay. And the ratio wise, oxygen is 47% of our composition, silicon about 28%, aluminium it says around 8%, iron about 5%, calcium is 4%, and these sodium, a bit of potassium, okay, this is approximately 2 to 3% each. So again, सिर्फ यही तीन उठा लो आप, these three, almost 80-90% of the Earth's interiors. Okay, almost 80%, 47, 28 and 8. That's 36. Okay, 36 add कर दो यहाँ पर is about 83. So almost 85% of the interiors of the upper layers is oxygen, silicon and aluminium. They are lighter, हल्का होता है. Iron अंदर होता है. Iron, I said, no, it's more in the core part. Okay. और minerals जाओगे, okay, the minerals are all silicate minerals. The silicate, they make up almost 90% of the minerals. The silicates make up 90% of minerals. और silicates में, silicate का मतलब क्या होता है? A compound which has silicon and oxygen. कंपाउंड्स। और सिलिकेट्स में द डोमिनेंट सिलिकेट इज फेल्डस्पार। इसके बहुत वेरिएंट्स हैं। Feldspar makes up almost more than 50% of all minerals of the Earth's surface and upper layers. Feldspar. The next one is quartz. Quartz. We have a category again, pyroxene. We have amphiboles. I'll talk about this a bit today. So feldspar 40%, quartz about 10 to 12%, pyroxene about 11%, and all of these amphiboles, mica, they make up approximately 5% each. Our focus is, these are the dominant ones. At pyroxene, almost 70% of the minerals of the upper layers. Yeah, silicates are everywhere. You find them in the upper crust, you find them in the mantle, you find the core. They are distributed across the surface and the interiors. ये आप याद रखेंगे by memorizing, writing, whatever. ठीक है? So Earth as a whole क्या composition है? And Earth outer layers का क्या composition है? All done here? Okay. I'll just tell you one mnemonic here. This मैंने कैसे याद रखा था? I would remember mnemonic as mosaic. So M is like matter, oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, and calcium. The composition of the Earth's upper layers in the descending proportion of the percentages. M is matter, something to add up, and mosaic. So oxygen dominates almost 47-50%, silicon, aluminium, iron, and calcium. Mistake हो जाता है, C को हम carbon कर देते हैं. That's one mistake we do. Okay, and this S is not sodium. This is silicon. Sodium बाद में. So sodium काफी कम है. Sodium, potassium is 2-3%. So एक mnemonic आपकी याद आ जाए. That's it. And silicates is bulk. यहाँ पे silicates हैं और ये भी silicates, दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए. ये भी silicates हैं, okay, और ये भी silicates हैं. Silicates make up the bulk of the earth. Okay, silicate dominate the outer layers. Almost 90% dominate होता है. बाकी में you have more of iron and nickel in the core. Iron dominates, the rest you know. So sit down and study a bit. याद हो जाएगा. Shouldn't be a problem. Amphibole, yes. Amphibole and mica. Amphibole mica is 5%, 4 to 5% each. Amphibole and mica, AMPHIB, amphibole mica, 5% each. All done? ठीक है, लिख लिया आप लोगों ने, all of you? Okay, let's move on. Now, some facts or some insights में, okay. The rocks, the minerals, and the elements. The rocks, the minerals and elements are not distributed randomly. They are not distributed randomly in the Earth's interiors. Okay? उसमें भी पैटर्न है, उसका भी एक लॉजिक है, प्रोसेस है. They are not distributed randomly, okay, in the Earth's interiors or Earth's surface. Okay? So the pattern generally is that as we go deeper, there is more of higher density minerals and elements. Okay? जो भारी वाला एलिमेंट्स है वो अंदर ज्यादा है. आयरन एंड निकल इनसाइड द कोर है, मैग्नीशियम भी अंदर है. जो हल्का है, व्हाट्स लाइटर, ऑक्सीजन इज लाइटर और एल्यूमिनियम इज लाइटर और सिलिकन lighter. So they make up the upper parts more. So as we go inside, as we go deeper, okay, we have more of relatively higher and more denser, okay, minerals and elements. Okay, that's one fact. Now, this is called as density differentiation बोलते हैं इसको. The Earth's interiors have density differentiation. The outer layers are lighter, the inner layers are denser. It's called as density differentiation. Okay. So what this basically means is that the Earth's interiors are layered. Earth's interiors are layered. Earth has density differentiation. Okay. और ये layering कैसा है? Okay, so ऐसे के layers हैं. Okay. As we go inside, it becomes more and more dense. As we go inside, there is more and more, okay,